What is going on, guys? Mike here with Chit Chat Gaming. So it seems that the Arkham Trilogy is the talk of the town here in Nintendo Switch land. And I wanted to go ahead and talk about that a little bit here today, as I picked the game up this past Friday. And I kind of just want to go over my general thoughts of the game here. Now, this is not going to be a review because these games have been out for quite some time, and I don't really feel like I want to review them. I just want to kind of go over my general thoughts and whether or not I think that you should pick it up and whether it's worth picking up or not, because I've seen lots of videos and I've talked to lots of people who have played this game, and it's basically a mixed bag, right? So I want to go and speak about that here today. Now, with this trilogy here on Nintendo Switch, you're going for first things first. Like I should say, this game was actually supposed to be released before, and it was later delayed to this past Friday. So I'm a huge Batman fan. I might literally have the Batman Dark Knight logo actually tattooed on my body. So with that being said, though, again, just my whole life been a huge Batman fan. So these games, though, are older games. Now, this collection is going to cost you $59.99. Yes, you heard me right, $59.99. Now, with that being said, just to kind of give you a little bit of thought here on the pricing of this game. Yes, they're older games, but you can go on the Xbox right now. I just saw it the other day. You can actually play Arkham Knights with Game Pass, and the other two games are currently on sale for $4.99. So again, these games are always on sale. They're much more affordable on PC, via Steam, of course, PlayStation, and of course on the Xbox One. So the fact that they are charging you $20 a game for this trilogy is just kind of crazy, but we're going to get into that in just a moment here. So what you're going to get with this trilogy is you're going to get all three games. So you're going to get 2009's Arkham Asylum, you're going to get 2011's Arkham City, then you're going to get 2015, I believe it was, Arkham Knight. Now, of course, Arkham Asylum and Arkham City are going to be the older games. With that being said, these should be more easier to run on a Nintendo Switch platform. Now, it seems that Arkham Knight is the one that a lot of people are having problems with, and that's probably one of my more favorite ones as well here too. So we'll get into that though. So with this trilogy, you get all three games. It's going to come in at a whopping about 46 gigabytes if you download all three games. Now the thing is that I believe Arkham Asylum is the one that's on the cartridge, and then of course you get Arkham Knight and Arkham City that you have to download. So, and this is not all together in one collection like the Castlevania collection or nothing like that, or anything along those lines. Cowabunga collection, it's not like one whole big collection. You have to download these individually as well too, and they appear as three individual icons or on your actual Nintendo Switch. So that's kind of a bummer, but the good thing is that you don't have to download all three games. You can just do like one at a time, because like I mentioned, 46 gigabytes. It says 50 gigabytes on the back of the box, but it's about 46 gigabytes. Absolutely huge game, a huge file if you download all three games. Now, with that being said, what else do you get with this? You get all the DLC as well too, which a lot of it's more geared towards Arkham Knight, and you get a special like Robert Pattinson, the Batman. Yes, Robert Pattinson. Every YouTuber I've seen or anybody else I've seen talk about this game says Robert Patterson. It's Robert Pattinson. You get his Batman, the Batman from the movie, his skin exclusive if you get this version on Nintendo Switch, because apparently it's not available, the skin anyways, on anything else as of right now, just on Nintendo Switch. So again, that's actually kind of cool. But with that being said though, let's just go ahead and let's break down all three games. So I played like 2 hours of each game. I mean, I played these games a lot, and I definitely I plan on going through all three once again, starting with Arkham Asylum. Now, I went ahead and started the game. I played about 2 hours each of these games. So with Arkham Asylum, though, it's definitely the older game of all three, and honestly, it runs. I think it runs absolutely pretty good compared to my Xbox 360 version. I think it looks almost better than what the 360 version looks. As far as any kind of frame rate drops and so forth, I've had a few here and there, but overall, though, the game itself absolutely runs fantastic. I've had nothing but a lot of fun with the little bit of time I put into it, and again, I think it looks actually a little bit better than the 360 version. I'm going to say right now, though, that if you play on a 65-inch TV like I'm doing, a little bit different story here. A 65-inch 4K TV. That's what I have in my office here. It maybe a little bit different, but playing this game on a smaller monitor, like a 27-inch monitor, or playing this on handheld mode has been an absolute gem, especially on my Switch OLED. The colors pop, and it just looks absolutely fantastic. So I've had a lot of fun playing Arkham Asylum, which is probably my least favorite of all three games. I've had a lot of fun, playing that here on the Nintendo Switch. Now we're gonna go ahead and jump into Arkham Asylum or Arkham City. We're going to do that one here next. So we're going to save the best for last here. So Arkham City is another one. This is probably one of my more favorite ones here. Actually, it's a toss up between this one and Arkham Knight, but Arkham City, once again, I've had a lot of fun playing it. Have I noticed some frame rate drops here and there? Absolutely. Have I noticed like some some graininess and so forth and such with the the characters and everything? Yes, I have. But these are older games as well too. So with that being said, being 2009, 2011 games, Arkham Asylum and Arkham City, they play pretty damn good here, but they almost play better than what they do on the other consoles as well too. So I found that very, very interesting. But as far as the looks go, of course, it's not going to look the best because, like I mentioned, they're older games. But Arkham City is just an absolute gem. Absolutely, probably one of my favorite, superhero games that's ever been released here. So these games are actually going to be the inspiration for games like Spider-Man, Miles Morales, and Spider-Man 2, and so forth. Suicide Squad and everything else that's coming out here. I think this game is definitely going to be. It was definitely an inspiration. These 3 games from Rocksteady were definitely an inspiration. That's another thing too. And these are Rocksteady games. I mean, these are the same people that make GTA and such. So again, I've had a lot of fun with Arkham City, and I think that Arkham City and Arkham Asylum have been absolutely a blast to play on Nintendo Switch. Now we're going to get into Arkham Knight. Now that's where the hiccups start to happen. That's where the problems start to happen. Now this game came out, like this is the newest of the game in 2015 when it came out for Xbox One and PS4. So I kind of figured that this one may be the harder one to kind of put on Nintendo Switch. The other two, I wouldn't think would have a problem. But with that being said, though, wow. I started playing this, and at first I was like, okay, it doesn't look too bad, with the cutscenes, a lot of cutscenes in these games, by the way, and I was like, okay, it shouldn't be too bad. But once I actually got into the nitty-gritty of the game, as far as like the combat, the Batmobile, which is a big part of Arkham Knight, and so forth here, and it got really, really choppy, ridiculous, even gliding and around the city and so forth as well too. It just it was absolutely horrible experience, and I hope it gets patched. I hope they fix it. I don't know what they can do, but I hope it. I mean, obviously the Nintendo Switch can handle Xbox One and PS4 games to a degree. We've seen it with Doom Eternal, Doom, of course, and every other game. Now there's a few games, of course. With that being said, like games like Mortal Kombat, 11, Mortal Kombat 1, and then of course games like Wolfenstein as well too. Youngblood. I played all those games, and they've had some issues here and there, but they still ran to a degree. So they still ran. They're playable. Now this game here, I wouldn't say it's unplayable, but it is unplayable. I don't know how to even explain it. I'd probably say it's unplayable. The only reason why I say that is just because the way the frame rates are is horrible. I mean, it dropped down to probably like anywhere between like 0 to 10 frames at some point. So much hiccuping, so much lag, and just overall, even the combat. Once you get a lot of people, a lot of enemies on the screen, oh my god, this game definitely bogs down and slows down, and just runs like absolute crap. Now, again, though, I'm going to say right now that Arkham, like I said, Arkham Asylum, Arkham City, no issues, but this one here, they probably should have left off of it, and just maybe, I don't know what they could have done, but either way, they should have released those two, because they're releasing all 3 of these at once. But if you go in the Nintendo eShop, apparently you can only get the Arkham Trilogy as of right now. You can't buy the other ones individually, which, if you think about it, like I mentioned, $20 a game. So I think that this should have been, 100% honest with you, this game should have been probably either $49.99 or even $39.99. I really do think that. I mean, like I said, the price of the games you can get right now are super cheap. I think $39.99 probably been the best spot, the sweet spot for these games, especially with Arkham Knight running so crappy. But even with that being said, though, this shouldn't be on the trilogy. I don't think you should. I think you should just release like a double pack of Arkham City and Arkham Asylum and left it as is, and maybe worked a little bit more on Arkham Asylum, or Arkham Knight. I'm assuming that's why this game was delayed maybe, but apparently it should have been delayed longer, or this game just should have been dropped off in general. So again, though, this just goes to show you Nintendo Switch, it definitely needs that Nintendo Switch 2 hardware. It can clearly run, the older Xbox 360 and PS3 games just fine to a degree, if not even better at some point. But as far as PS4, Xbox One, it can definitely run those types of games. Which is, we just saw Hogwarts Legacy being released. The game actually runs. They had to cut a lot of corners and such. They could have done the same thing with this game as well too. But again, it's just I have to say right now that I think $59.99 is this absolutely crazy price for this trilogy. The way that Arkham Knight runs in this game, I just think it's absolutely crazy that they're charging that price. So if you can wait, I would 100. Or if you own other platforms, whether it's Xbox One, PS4, PS5, or PC, definitely recommend getting the games there. As I mentioned, on Game Pass, you can currently play, Arkham Knight at no additional cost. So, and you get some of the free DLC with it as well too. But if all you own is a Nintendo Switch, or you want this game, for handheld mode, which I'm a huge handheld mode player myself, then yes, you can still pick it up. And again, maybe just avoid Arkham Knight and just wait for the games to release individually for $20 each, or I'm sure they'll probably go on sale later on down the road. So that's just this is just my take on the game itself here on Arkham Trilogy for picking it up. I was, like I said, absolutely humongously excited to pick this game up, and now that I played it, I've had fun with the other two. I'm gonna go back and play Arkham Asylum now. I'm gonna skip Arkham Knight. I'll play that again because I own the game, or I'll play it on Game Pass, and I'll go ahead and play Arkham City on my Nintendo Switch as well too. Now the thing that sucks, I have all the DLC and everything as well too, and I had that Robert Pattinson skin, which is only used, I believe, in Arkham Knight, I'm pretty sure, and that really sucks. So again, I'm bummed about that, but it'll come out later on and shouldn't be an issue. Or they'll patch this game maybe, and we'll be able to play Arkham Knight later on, maybe on the Switch too or something. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. But with that being said, let me know down below what you guys think here of the game so far. Are you planning on picking it up? Are you waiting for a price drop? Are you going to get the games individually? Again, I would highly suggest just skipping out on Arkham Knight on Nintendo Switch for right now and playing it elsewhere. So again, comment down below. Make sure you guys like this video if you choose to. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, and make sure you turn on the bell notification to update with all things that is Chit Chat Gaming. And as always, guys, happy gaming.